What I wish I knew at 16 instead of 30 is that some stories aren't just meant to be read or heard. They're meant to be lived, felt, and wrestled with. Especially the story of Jesus' suffering and sacrifice. The story of Jesus' sacrifice isn't just history, it's personal. It's not a distant event locked away in the past, but something that reaches into our lives today, shaping how we see ourselves, others, and even the world around us. Let's unpack why it matters. For Christians, Jesus' crucifixion is the heart of the faith. It's the moment everything changed, the axis on which the story of humanity turns. Without it, the rest of the story loses its meaning. It's not just a tragic ending, but the beginning of hope. The cross, as painful as it was, became a doorway to something new, a promise that even the darkest moments can lead to light. The Bible says Jesus willingly took on suffering, not because he had to, but because he loves us beyond measure. Imagine someone choosing to walk through pain, rejection, and even death just so you could know you're never alone, never forgotten, and always loved. This wasn't a reluctant act or a forced sacrifice, it was a choice, a radical, world-changing decision to stand in the gap for humanity, to bridge the distance between us and God. But why was the cross necessary? Why did suffering have to be part of the story? These are questions people have wrestled with for centuries. Theologians call it atonement, a fancy word for making things right between humanity and God. It's about restoring a relationship that was broken, healing a divide that seemed impossible to cross. In the Old Testament, sacrifices were made to cover sins. People brought animals to the temple, hoping to find forgiveness and a fresh start. But those sacrifices had to be repeated, again and again. But Jesus' death, Christians believe, was the ultimate sacrifice. It was once and for all. No more endless rituals, no more wondering if you're good enough. His love covered everything. No more barriers, just unconditional love and forgiveness. The cross tore down the walls that kept us apart from God and from each other. It's an invitation to come as you are with all your doubts, fears, and failures. Through Jesus' suffering, Christians believe we find a new kind of freedom, a freedom from guilt, shame, and the weight of our mistakes. It's a chance to start over, to be made new. On the cross, Jesus was mocked, rejected, and in agony. He experienced the depths of human pain, physical, emotional, and spiritual. He knows what it's like to feel abandoned, misunderstood, and alone. Yet his last words, "It is finished," changed everything. Those words weren't just about his suffering ending, they were a declaration that the work of love, forgiveness, and redemption was complete. He wasn't just ending his pain, he was opening the door for new life for everyone. The cross became a beacon, calling people out of darkness and into hope. Some say Jesus' suffering was about justice, others say it was pure love. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's about a love so fierce it was willing to pay any price, and a justice so deep it refused to ignore the brokenness of the world. The cross invites us to wrestle with these questions, to find our own meaning in the story. It's a symbol that challenges us to love more deeply, forgive more freely, and hope more boldly. What's clear is that the cross isn't just a symbol of pain, it's a symbol of hope, transformation, and a love that refuses to quit. It's a reminder that no matter how broken things seem, there's always a way forward. So, what does Jesus' sacrifice mean to you? Is it a story you've heard 1,000 times, or is it something you're still figuring out? Wherever you are, your questions and doubts are welcome here. Let's keep the conversation going. Drop your thoughts in the comments and check out our next video to dive even deeper. Because sometimes the most important answers come from asking honest questions together.